So hey guys, Tyler here. This video is just kind of a progress report in terms of, where I'm at in terms of scaling my business. Um, like I said, I'm just, checking in with you guys and kind of checking in with myself as well in terms of, development and actually, taking positive steps forward in the right direction. I've kind of been non-existent recently in terms of, social life and, a lot of realms in terms of, um, not being present in, quote unquote, what things are, normal at my age or, kind of acceptable in terms of, partying or something like that. I did a lot of that at a younger age, and I'm kind of at a point where my maturity level has, kind of risen above my peers in terms of uh, where my peers at that are my age. I like to think that I'm actually really far behind, comparing myself to, the elite people that are, in my space. And some people say, comparing yourself to other people, is not a good thing. In my opinion, comparing to, very successful people is, healthy if you're in this current mindset that I'm in. Uh, Going into mindset, I will talk a little bit about that and what I mean. Uh, my current space and my current mindset is um, kind of development and excelling at a different level than everyone else. um, so kind of break that down, kind of talking about where I want to be in terms of financial, in terms of business, in terms of personal life. um, I'm making changes, and I'm always bettering myself every day that goes by. um, you know like I said, I'm not out here, partying every day, or not every day, or drinking every day. Kind of really just focusing on, development and self-work, and elevating, everything around me. Um, when I'm talking about mindset, I kind of, go to sleep thinking about, what I can kind of change or what I can, optimize to kind of yield the best results for, not only myself, but the people around me as well. Um, But that's kind of just like, what I'm feeling right now in terms of, updating myself. Like this is not for people to really see. This is just for, documentation of, what's currently going on in my life. As you can see, that sign behind me is VSA Media. That is the business that I'm currently scaling. Um, we want to talk about that a little bit. It is a marketing agency. We specify in dental marketing, and we run paid traffic for dental offices in North America. We are just basically a client acquisition method for dentists to utilize. So, we partner up with dentists and dental offices, orthodontist. We run paid advertisements for them. We handle all the lead nurturing and lead follow-up process to ultimately convert those leads into paying patients of clients. And, that's kind of just what the basis of, our service is. Of course, we have a lot more things that are included within that service. That's just an overall, service in a nutshell kind of thing. Um, in terms of why, like, I'm really going down this path is really to, get a head start compared to other peers and, compared to the majority of the people that, are in this area. I would say I'm currently in, the east end of North Carolina, um, near Raleigh, North Carolina. So most of the people around here, like, of course, there's outliers where there's super successful people. Like this place is filled with, entrepreneurs and successful business owners. But when I'm talking more specifically about the children, I consider them children that are in, kind of, some people would categorize them with me. In terms of age group and in terms of not really knowing me the best. Like I've said, I've kind of been off the planet for the past 8, 9 months, which is my decision, and it's the best decision that I've made for myself. And the results are yielding for themselves. I'm not anywhere near where I want to be, but this thing takes time, and it takes a lot of dedication and hard work, as well as having the correct mindset and outlook on the possibilities of what we can actually do with this business. But like I said, kind of comparing um, yourself to the children that are, in my vicinity or kind of in college. were two different things. Um, when it comes to, uh, kind of actually moving on in terms of real life achievements and real life, scenarios. Like, by all means, you should have a good experience with your college life. But is that really going to set you up for, your life? And some might argue that, yeah, you're going to go get that job and that's the whole point of college. But only time will really tell. We'll see how many people are really miserable with their lives when they're, working a 9 to 5 or working some job that they're not truly passionate about. And then other people are going to argue that, you're going to find your loved one, start a family, and, that's going to bring you happiness, which is ultimately very true as well. But what I'm trying to really get out here is that there's always going to be other burdens that are in your way. So, my whole idea is to attack each main problem one at a time. So that would be, first of all, passion and, financial literacy and financial freedom. Um, then it's really, and this is not in any particular order, but it would be, kind of attacking that issue. And then also, when you're working with that, also attacking, your personal life where you want to be happy with, let's say your family or your loved one. And, overall, just, also being happy with, the people around you in terms of your friends and things like that. And, the third pillar is being, able to really do what you want and actually have freedom in this world because a lot of people get tied up in that, kind of lifestyle where they essentially have no freedom, where, they're kind of, let's say they're in a job or they're, currently working for someone, they can take off for a week, right? You have to plan a vacation 6 months down the line or 12 months down the line, or you have to take off a week and that's all you get and then you got to get back to work. Like, that's a big problem that I see in just in terms of my priorities and really what's going to drive happiness to my life is, ultimate freedom, and that comes down to financial, location, and time freedom. Of course, the three freedoms, those are the biggest. That's what everyone really wants to talk about when you're in this space. um Other people are um not even comprehending anything that I'm saying. They're kind of like, thinking um, that, I'm an outlier or you're very weird for doing this. But, ultimately I know what I want my destiny to be, which is all that matters. And, once again, only time will tell. But that's kind of just basically a overall summary of what's going on in terms of my business and what's going on in terms of, my personal life as well. Currently, at the business, we are, signing clients on retainers. So we do monthly retainer basis with a 3 month minimum contract. Um, we're really just dialing down on service delivery at this point. In terms of acquisition for ourselves, we were running paid advertisements for the agency, and that went really well. I got a lot of experience in the field in terms of landing meetings and ultimately closing clients. Um, and that's I did take a step back from running paid ads because like I said, I really want to hone in on service delivery. And, because at the end of the day, that's what's really going to propel the business forward is actually honing down on your, capabilities of actually delivering a valuable service that's going to, ultimately yield that ROI for your clients. And, I know that term is used a lot, ROI this, ROI that, but, at the end of the day, that's what it really means. Like, or that's what really matters. So, you know, that's what we're doing right now. Referrals are, hopefully going to be taking off. We have received a referral for a pediatric dentistry and orthodontics for the whole family, which is, a game changer as well. In terms of current clients right now, we're on a couple, or I won't lie because I'm not gonna lie. But we do have a one client that's on a 6 month retainer fee at $2,000 a month with a 90 and within the 90-day agreement, or at the end of the 90 days, we do a reevaluation to possibly, up that retainer to 2,500. So that possibility is at a $13,500 contract for 6 months with that one client. Um, of course, we're working with other dentists as well. So, uh, things are hopefully going to start, actually escalating soon. And, where we're going to actually be doing, consistent 10, 25, $30,000 months. Ultimately, that's not what the goal is. I mean, that's a short-term goal is to, hit these figures. But ultimately with the agency, I want to scale it to 200 to 300 to 400 to $500,000 a month. And, that's just the ultimate vision within 2 to 3 years. Um, and and I don't think that's out of sight at all. Like I see us, hitting these numbers. Um, and because it comes down to like, what you're doing with your daily life. And that's, focusing every day, having that dedication to drive the business forward and actually taking steps forward and, having your mindset in the correct space overall. So you're making the right decisions and, of course, making sure that your systems are, optimized and that you have everything systemized at the end of the day and automized because that's what you really want to, have is a systemized and automized service where you can just, essentially rinse and repeat and scale. Of course, every client is different, but that's kind of the overall idea. But yeah, um, that's kind of just what this video is. It's kind of just a personal check-in, um, just to, kind of have a kind of a bookmark to just look back on and also, to listen to really set my vision straight in case I ever get lost down the line. Because things happen. It's hard. Like this journey's hard for sure. And that's why no one does it or very little people do it is because, they want to take the easy way out. They want to go have all their fun. In terms of everything though, that's kind of just where I'm at. I do have a business YouTube that I'm going to be opening up just for, VSLs, kind of who we are, what we do, kind of the results that we were able to provide for clients of ours. That's a completely different channel. This is going to be like kind of just a personal channel, not for, people to watch or to blow up on. More of just like I was talking about digital bookmarks and just like, documenting the journey from, essentially the start to the future and where we really see the company going. Um, but yeah, I will be making more videos like this. Also, I'll be going through like diagrams and stuff of like, kind of like what's the gist of what the hell's going on in this world in terms of, children and, people not making, real life decisions and, kind of what path I'm going down. And I know there's a lot of people that are in my space that, feel the exact same way and that are going to be able to resonate with me on a personal level when I start talking about kind of these life choices and um, kind of where my percentage of population, meaning, people that are really focused on self-development, entrepreneurship, building businesses, focusing on health, fitness, all that things like that. Um, that's kind of, the type of vibe that I'm going to be going with. That's just where I'm at. Like, I'm trying to isolate myself and, essentially disappear from like this kind of matrix things that's going on. Um, and the Matrix is a real thing. Like, I don't want to sound all Andrew Tate-ish or like, all these people like all guru like, but like the Matrix is like, the Matrix owns you. It truly does. Like you like if you're not in this kind of mindset, like you're gonna get taken over by the Matrix. And I don't really give a fuck what you say about that. That's just how I feel personally. So of course, opinions differ, and this is just my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just I could keep going on and on about this. I don't have any particular agenda with this video, but that's kind of just it. And yeah, I appreciate it. And that's just a digital bookmark for me. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.